Hello guys, and welcome to today's video where we see China and Pakistan versus Russia and India. Starting with divisions, China has 28 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, 4 municipalities, and 2 special administrative regions. For Russia and India, they have 1 federal territory, 85 federal subjects, 28 states, and 8 union territories. Looking at the largest divisions, we have Xinjiang at 1.66 million square kilometers, Sakha at 3 million square kilometers, Tibet at 1.22 million square kilometers, and Krasnoyarsk at 2.36 million square kilometers. For the smallest, it's Macau at 30.5 square kilometers, Luxembourg at 32 square kilometers, Islamabad at 96 square kilometers, and Chandigarh at 114 square kilometers. The most populated divisions are Guangdong with 127 million, Uttar Pradesh with 243 million, Punjab with 111 million, and Maharashtra with 125 million. For total population, it's 1.68 billion, which is 21.1% of the world population, versus 1.55 billion, making up 19.5% of the world population. The total area is 10.58 million square kilometers, covering 7.1% of the world's land area, compared to 20.3 million square kilometers, which is 13.7% of the world's land area. Population density sits at 158.3 per sq/km versus 76 per square km. On to the economy, the nominal GDP is $2.26 trillion versus $5.33 trillion. For nominal GDP per capita, it's $2,059 compared to $3,439. GDP PPP is $31.64 trillion against $16.1 trillion, and the GDP per capita for PPP is $1,833 versus $1,387. In our military comparison, active personnel are 2.8 million against 2.46 million. Reserved personnel are 1.72 million versus 3.15 million. They have more than 13,000 battle tanks compared to 17,682. For aircraft, it's 4,671 against 6,355. Warships are 777 versus 63. Aircraft carriers are 2 compared to 3. Submarines are 88 against 81. Nuclear weapons are 515 versus 6,133. The defense budget is $240 billion against $142.9 billion. For Olympic performance, the total Olympic medals are 723 versus 581. Gold medals are 289 against 205, silver is 233 versus 174, and bronze is 201 against 202. Looking at population growth. In 1880, it was 311.3 million versus 204 million. In 1850, it was 370 million versus 245 million. In 1900, it was 430 million versus 313 million. In 1950, it was 590 million versus 476 million. In 2000, it was 1.4 billion versus 1.2 billion. In 2022, it's 1.68 billion versus 1.55 billion. Internet users number 1.15 billion, covering 68.45% of the China and Pakistan population, versus 960 million, which is 61.3% of the Russia and India population. The number of billionaires is 698 versus 354. The most spoken language is Mandarin Chinese with 1.17 billion speakers, compared to Hindi with 600 million. The most followed religion is unaffiliated, with 745 million, dominated by China and Pakistan, and followed by folk religion, Buddhism, Islam, etc. For the other side, it's Hinduism, dominated by Russia and India, with 1.12 billion, followed by Islam, Christianity, etc. The most populated cities are Shanghai with 28.5 million versus Delhi with 32 million, and Beijing with 21.3 million versus Mumbai with 20.9 million. Finally, the HDI is 0.737, high, versus 0.660, medium, and the poverty rate is 12.5% against 14.2%. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.